Yo, what's yes. Rebel Advocates back in the building again after a little hiatus, but that's how it goes sometimes, things have to be done, So anyway, we're air back. A lot of things has been going on. So we just came up with this unorganized, unregistered, whatever, put it out there and try and get consistent. Again, who's out there? Anyone there with me?
Boom! Yo,
Oh, that Johnny.
Johnny Five. I'm alive. Oh God.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Boy, it's been up and down these last couple of weeks, innit? All I'm gonna say, men, don't cheat, innit?
Rotted. That's some
It's
serious
deep,
something there.
innit? Don't cheat. Don't cheat. If you don't want to be with a woman, just let her know, innit? There's no point of yes.
Oh, I like that.
I fear
Oh,
confusion.
that's
I fear confusion right now.
that sounds something like something Percy, but yeah, I like it. I like the Percy talk. That I saw a figure in. That's how we're supposed
It's
to be
real.
running this thing. Real talk, real situations, real life. Yeah. Go on. Let's go with some gossips, man. Let's just start with some gossips out of the way. We talking
You
about
want to gossip on?
footy. We want to talk about the footy.
Oh,
Oh no 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 no
what
no no
night
no
should
no
we
no no no
start
no.
on?
Let's leave the footy till last so people can just. No, you know what? Go football first. Actually, fuck it. Go football first. They can forward it. They can forward the football talk. Do you know what I mean? Go on. What was it?
Where do you want to start?
We can start with. Do you want to go
I
personal or
want to
you want to
start with
go
the
home or
Villa.
away?
You want to start with the Villa?
There you go. Start from the beginning of the downfall. Go on.
Okay, Thursday night. No, not Thursday. Sunday. We had a match against Aston Villa, and we crumbled. We crumbled, teacher. We crumbled, man. We went out on a whimper, lost 2-0, had a few chances, didn't take them. We were at home. Ollie Watkins and I think Ollie Watkins and Leon Bailey scored. Yeah, finished us, man. Finished us. And if we would have won that match, we would have went top because obviously City won the day before, innit? City won. They win 5-1, 5-2 against. Can't remember. Was it
5-1.
Luton or
5-1 Luton.
yeah, 5-1 against Luton or Ross Barkley scored for 5-1. So it was for us and Liverpool both to win. And who knew it? Liverpool lost at home 1-0 to Crystal Palace, and we lost at home 2-0 to Aston Villa. So we both dropped 2 points behind City. And yeah, it just didn't. It looked like, I don't know, man. It looked like the fight wasn't there, man. It looked like the same thing that happened last season, what Granit Xhaka was talking about. We haven't got the characters and we haven't got the players, and a lot of players haven't got it in them to get over the line, innit?
Fair enough. And then what happened on Wednesday?
Wednesday, went out to the Allianz Arena out in Munich to play Bayern Munich after drawing last week. Last week, Tuesday, we drew 2-2 with Bayern Munich at home. We gifted them 2 goals, but yeah, we drew 2-2. So to go through, we either had to draw and beat them on penalties or win out right in normal time and go through. What we did, second half, 62nd minute, we conceded a goal. Then after that, I don't think they said we had a shot on target in the second half, and then we went out on a whimper, innit? And then we got knocked out by Bayern Munich.
And that was it.
That was it. So we're out of Europe, 2 points behind City in the league. What else? That's it, really. And on Saturday, 5:30, we got Wolves away. So tomorrow, 5:30. Yeah, Saturday tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, 5:30, we got Wolves away. So it's a must-win. But can you rely on this team to win? No. Are they going to win? Maybe.
It's not looking good at all, mate, is it?
Bro, we fell off. Teacher. We fell off. It's where the manager makes stupid decisions, changes up the team. You got you got players on the bench that are better than the ones that are starting, but this man's ego will not let him drop certain players, innit? He's got favourites, and the favourites always start. And even when they're not playing good, he'll take off his non-favourites and bring on the subs, and it's like you're just looking at it like, what are you doing?
Yep. Is it something like same old? Same old,
Teacher. I'm tired of this guy. If he don't win the league this season, I want him out. I'll be honest, I want him out. But there's people saying it's a bit premature. Give him a little bit more time. Bro, the man's been there for 4.5 years. What more do you want? You've had over 700 million to spend. You've had 4.5 years. What more do you want? They showed a picture the other day. When he took over, there's only 4 players still remaining at the club. Smith Rowe, Saka, Martinelli, and Reece Nelson. So everyone else is his sign. Everyone else he signed. There's only 4, and they're from the Hale End Youth Academy. Every other player is gone. So what else does he want? Does he want to get rid of those 4, and then you could say he's got his own squad now? Like I don't get what this guy needs, bro.
Striker first and foremost. That's what everyone keeps saying, isn't it? A striker. What do you think?
We need a striker, but can we trust these guys? They're telling us about FFP, financial fair play. We need to sell to buy.
Do we even need a striker? Because at the end of the day, right? We got a striker. Are we gonna play to a striker? Do we play to strikers? Do we cross the ball in? Do we cross from deep? Do we do things like serve a striker, put the ball in behind the defenders? Do we do stuff like that? If we do stuff like that, then we need a striker, right? We don't need a striker, do we?
But when you check it already, teacher, we got about 3 strikers. Trossard can play striker, Havertz and Nketiah and Jesus. Well, we've got like 4 makeshift strikers already.
We just don't play to their strengths, do we?
Exactly. So that's the manager's fault, because that's his tactics.
Well, anyway, that's us, and that's that. But it weren't just us, is it? City went out as well, didn't they?
City went out on penalties to Real Madrid 4-3.
Who else?
Barcelona went out to PSG. That was a crazy match, that one, man.
What about like from England? Anyone else? What about Europa?
Liverpool went out last night. They went out 3-1 on aggregate to Atalanta. West Ham went out 3-1 to Bayer Leverkusen. And only Aston Villa remain as the British English clubs in Europe in the Conference League. They won on penalties, 4-3 to they beat Lille.
So what? Aston Villa's holding it up for English clubs, yeah?
Yeah, and they got Olympiacos in the semi-final.
Looking good, innit?
And then everyone else is out, teacher. Everyone lasted to this week, and they're just done now.
Looking good. That's how we like to see it, right? Not really, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, we just all focus on the league now, innit? There's a couple FA Cup matches over the weekend. Tomorrow you got Chelsea, Man City. Sunday you got Coventry, Man United. And you got, football's coming to a close. I think there's about 5 weeks left of the season.
Right. Yeah, innit? What, 4 or 5 games left or something, innit? 5, 6 games, innit?
Six games, but they're gonna cram it into 5 weeks. So yeah, it's that left, teacher.
Yeah, deep. And that loss came at the wrong time for your boys.
But when you check it, we haven't won in 3 games because we drew against Bayern Munich 2-2. We lost against Villa 2-0, and we lost on Wednesday 1-0. So we haven't won in 3 games. So the downward spiral's been going on for a little while. You get it, but we've been overlooking it because we're second in. Well, we were top in the league and we were in the Champions League quarterfinal, so we were overlooking everything. But when you check it, we've took a big dip in form, and I don't see it. I don't see in the next 3 games against Wolves, Chelsea, and Tottenham next week Sunday. I don't see us winning like all 3 of those games. Maybe we might get 5 points if we're lucky. 5 out of 9 maybe, but I don't see us getting 7 out of 9 or 9 out of 9 points. So Arsenal's that team, innit? When they lose a game, they lose the next 2 games, and then probably when May comes around, maybe we might start winning again. But I just don't like the signs that I'm seeing in the team. I just don't like the players he's starting. I just don't like anything I'm seeing right now. Next season.
Right, that record's playing again, yeah?
Yeah. The same scratch CD.
Yeah. Right, all right. Then fair enough. Leave that one there. I know you got a nice subject. We're gonna leave your one. We're gonna leave your one for after, yeah, because I'm interested in that one. Do you know what I mean? About your mate there. But we're gonna go into the judgmental people, yeah? Judgmental people, yeah? Everyone. We're gonna talk about something we've all encountered at some point, yeah? Judgmental people,
yeah.
Those people who seem to have made it their life's mission to constantly judge others, whether it's the way you dress, the choices you make, or even the music you listen to. These people always seem to have something to say about it. The question is, though, why do some people feel the need to be so judgmental? How do we deal with them, and how do we deal with them? So let's break it down. What exactly does it mean to be judgmental? So, you know what, right? We all fucking do it, innit?
Yeah, everyone.
We all judge. But it's for me, I always judge, all right? But then I want my judgment to be changed, you understand? So I'll always judge somebody, and then after, I don't like the look of that person. It gets on my nerves, man. That face gets on my fucking nerves. And when you actually talk to that person and you find that they're all right, you're like, all right, fair enough, I like that person. Judgment has changed, you know what I mean? For that circumstance, it could be for a woman, you might judge a woman on how they look, and they might be nice after the end. It's how you judge, right? You do it, sir, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I find everyone. I don't like to talk for everyone, but everyone's got that judgmental side to them. Some take it to the extreme. Some are just like light with it, innit? But everyone does it. It's like you're saying, you could walk outside, see someone dressed in like shorts and t-shirt in like, and the weather's not even hot, and you'll be looking like that person must be mad, innit? Because it's not weather for shorts and t-shirts. Or you might see a woman dressed in something revealing, and you'll be like, well, I wonder what she's on dressed like that. You get it? Everyone's got that judgmental, that they got that. If you hear someone listening to heavy metal music, you must think, why them people there must be hard on drugs or something. Everyone's got a judgmental in it. if you heard someone's gone to prison, you might think, well, I don't really want to be around that person if they're going prison. But everyone's got it in them, teacher. But the way to overcome it is maybe if it's someone close to you, maybe you can discuss the judgments that you have about them. You get it? So say if you meet a woman and you like her at first, but there's something that you particularly don't like about her, like the way she dresses or wears too much makeup, you could say to her, you don't need to wear so much makeup, or you don't need to show so much skin, or I'm not happy. I don't know. You can discuss these things with people that you're close with, I find.
100%. Definitely. Yeah. And look, end of the day, yeah, because we know what when you judge somebody, you're basically you're forming an opinion on someone or something, making a decision about something or someone without having all the facts. You know what I'm saying? So, which is fair enough. If everybody does it, and it's fair enough, as in it's a thing that everybody does. But if you're not open to try and change that judgment, then that's a sticky situation, right? What do you think?
Yeah.
Because even
100%.
Like you just said, you was talking about like for prison, for example. If you go to prison, not everybody's the same in prison. We know that. Everybody should know that. Not everyone's the same, and you shouldn't really judge it because we don't even know what it's their circumstance on how they're feeling. If you were 16 and you just went to prison, yeah, not saying that because you're young in age, you don't really know. You can't definitely say you're not going to go back again. You understand? If you've been there at that time, because obviously you got to live your life a little bit and decide what you really want to do. You might want to stay doing what you was doing that got you into the prison. But if somebody on the later stages in their life, not later stages, but in the middle of their life, and they're coming out of prison, or you would kind of look at that person and say, well, what are you doing now, my friend? Are you you still taking that part? You know what I mean? You'll say that to all of them, but you'll be like, come on, mate, you're a bit too long in the tooth for that now. You know what I'm saying?
It's true. Yeah, it's all, to me, judgment's all formed on opinions and circumstances, and it's like, you can't just turn off your opinions, can you? If you think something, you're gonna pass a judgment if it's rightfully or wrongfully. You're gonna have that opinion on somebody, innit?
100%, and we've all been guilty of being judgmental at some point in our lives, but it becomes a problem, like I said, when it starts to affect our relationships and cause harm to other people, right? So,
yeah.
Why do some people feel the need to be so judgmental? A few reasons. Some of the main reasons, insecurity. You know what I'm saying? Often people who are judgmental are actually projecting their own insecurities onto others. Criticizing and putting the others down. They feel better about themselves. Yeah. Another reason could be lack of empathy. Some people struggle to put themselves in someone else's shoes, you understand? Just like that prison thing, you understand? Because we don't know half of the people why they go to prison, I'm sure you've had debates with different people about prison and stuff like that, and some people always are set in their ways and like, no, you shouldn't need to. And, from talking to some of these people inside the prison, it's a fucking number of reasons. It's not just, everyone just thinks it's crime and criminals and drugs or something like that. And there's so many, it's a vast amount of different reasons why people go to the prison. And, so, struggling to put themselves in other people's shoes and understand their perspective. So they resort to judging instead of trying to understand. How do we deal with these judgmental people? Go on, sir.
Are you gonna say how we do it? Are you gonna give, or you want me
to? I'll say some things. No, you can just bounce off of it. Yeah. How do we deal with you? The first thing to remember: don't take their opinions to heart. Innit? Really, innit? Because
I'm just about to say that one.
Yeah, I know. Don't take it to heart, because end of the day, especially if they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know, innit? Just like a person who hasn't been to, who doesn't know anybody who's been to prison, that doesn't know anything about it, just only get their information from films and TV, then they don't know, ain't got Scooby about what life is about, anybody going to prison or anything like that. So yeah, don't take the hat, don't take it to heart. Remember, their words are a reflection of themselves, you understand, not you. And don't let the negativity bring you down or make you doubt yourself, you know what I mean? Secondary, try not to engage in their judgmental behavior. Instead, try to understand where they're coming from and respond calmly. And if that don't work, just distance yourself in it from them. Do you know what I mean? You want to elaborate on that?
No, I agree with those things. But let me ask you one thing, because I had this argument with someone the other day. I won't say argument, I had a discussion with someone the other day. Would you take it more personally of someone being judgmental towards you from someone that you knew and you classed as close to you, or someone just at, say if someone just at work that you don't have a relationship with and they had passed judgment on you? Which one would you take more to heart? The person that you are close with, or the person that you don't really have a relationship with?
Oh yeah, 100% the person that you know. Yeah, because
100%.
they're supposed to know you, right? And if they've obviously, if they say something about you and maybe you might not agree with that, for example there, yeah, you'd think, oh shit, but you'll take that more, and you'll try and, maybe potentially make some change rather than taking it from a stranger who doesn't know you, because they don't know you, right?
100%. I hear that, because it's like, remember, right, obviously when man went on that holiday, I was hanging out with some people, and people were telling me, oh, this person thinks you're better than this person and that person because you don't like communicate, or you don't, and I just looked at it like, well, what am I supposed to do to change their opinion? I don't see that person as someone, their comments valid to how I live my life. And two, I don't care, because I don't know them and I'm not taking time to know them. It's not that I think I'm better than them. It's just that, like, look, teacher, I see how you move. You see how I move. If I'm not into you, it doesn't mean personally you've done anything towards me. It's just that I don't connect with you like that. I haven't sat down to have that discussion with you. It's just I don't feel that me and you are gonna have a relationship in a way like where we're gonna get on and I'm gonna knock your door and be like, yo, come, let's go for a walk, or let's have a discussion. Or to me, I'm not like that, innit? I gotta take to you, it can't be forced, innit?
100%, bro. 100%.
Because go on. Because remember that other guy that I used to hang about with, but that other guy.
yeah, that other guy. Yeah, go on.
He used to always say to me, oh, that person's cool, that person's cool. But I was like, all right, cool. They're cool with you, but they're not cool with me, innit? Because just because you're cool with someone, you can pass a judgment on them and say they're cool, but that's for me to come up with my own intuition and be like, nah, I'm not, something about that guy, I don't like his energy. It's like, even with you, teacher, people used to be like, oh, why do you talk to him for? Why do you talk to that guy for? And I was like, bro, that's my friend, innit? I used to tell people, that's my friend. If you don't want to talk to him or he doesn't talk to you, that's your problem, but that's my friend. They're like, oh, yeah, bro. I was like, bro, like, there's people that you chat to that I don't chat to, but they probably say the same thing to you. Why do you chat to him? I'm not on this mama man business. If you don't want to talk to me, don't talk to me, innit? I'm not here to like to force being your friend, innit? If you want to talk to me, it's not like, if you haven't done nothing to me, if you talk to me, it's not like I'm gonna say don't chat to me, innit? But there's something there's something, and mostly I'd say I'm a good judge of character, innit?
Mm.
So not always, obviously not always, but I'm a good judge of character. So the people that I did meet in those places, in those years that I was away, I think you're the only one I still chat to this day.
And
Everyone else is either done something where maybe we did pass judgment and we didn't resolve it, but you're the only one that I chat to this day. There's a couple that I message now and again and certain things, but you're the only one that I chat to. And to me, that was my judgment, that because you remember how me and you met at first. It's like I didn't want to talk to you at first, remember? And then as time went on, I thought, do you know what, this guy is all right, isn't it? And then obviously we remember the football was on the big screen pre-season. I remember Arsenal was playing against Barcelona pre-season. I remember you walked in and you man said, "Oh, do you watch football?" I was like, "Yeah." You're like, "Who do you support?" And I said, "The team." I said, "Who do you support?" And you must have said, "Who do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, you support them as well." And it's like, from that, I passed the judgment and I was like, all right, let me see the relationship that I can form with this guy, innit? And then since then, look, me and you, we don't see each other, but we still keep in contact, innit?
100%. And you know what though? Real talk here. That place there, that is like a fucking that's like some old woman's fucking convention in there, because everybody likes to chat shit about everybody, you understand? Everybody likes to chat behind everybody's back, nothing to nobody's face. Or why are you talking to that person? Why are you talking to that person? And you know what? It's because it's the same thing again. Their own insecurities, you understand? Because you see, I remember when I just come when we first met and I jumped in that room, innit? I jumped in that room and
I remember the room. I remember the room you're talking about.
And I said, "Yo, if you need anything, blah blah blah, whatever, you understand?" And people can't deal with, people always got to knock. They can't deal with confidence. You understand? They got to knock people's confidence and say, "Wow, what's wrong with that guy? Why he thinks he's the dogs?" You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. End of the day, yeah, you must, I was there helping people. You understand?
Even that they didn't like, through to the staff didn't like, but go on.
I was there to help, and the stuff is that's a whole fucking other issue, because that was a blatant judgment. That was a guilty until you prove, oh, you know what, you're right. Remember, because I remember even one of them officers there, the fat man, the fat Indian man, some fat Asian officer. And we never spoke until one day he just come up to me and said, "You know what, right? You're right, He said exactly what you said. He said, "You know what, you're right. You know why? Because they fucking judge you and think you're shit. And you know that as well. Because you said some things, we've said some things prior to this discussion and spoke about things like this and said that they just assume you're bad until you show them that you're good. Or you show them that you're bad. And they're like, well, yeah, you see, I told you. That's how fucked up they are. They just assume you're a piece of shit because you're there. Don't even understand why you're there or whatever. It could have been you could have been, drunk one time. You lick somebody, serious thing, boom, or some disagreement. Somebody tried to rob you. You manners them, and then you get the sentence there, innit? So they're fucked up. They're fucked up, and so are the people who sit down and come with this. No disrespect to old women, but the old women talking fucking,
the old biddies.
Yeah, the old gossipy talking people that fucking chat shit and don't fucking do nothing because they can't do fuck all themselves. You know what I'm saying? So there was another thing. Yeah, one of the best things is like we said, distance yourself from them and surround yourself with people who support you and uplift you. You understand? And that's a key thing there. You remember? Because anytime we met in there, we was always talking. Yeah, we were talking football, but it was always good stuff we were talking. We weren't chatting shit, innit? Positive talking. Most of the people in there chat shit and talk about what they want and what they want to get and who they're going to get it from and all them stupidness. Yeah, we can link up. Anyway, It's also important to remember that we can't change everyone else's behavior, yeah, but we can change how we react to it, yeah. So let's try to be understanding and empathetic towards others, even if they don't always show the same towards us. You never know what someone else may be going through that's causing them to act so judgmental.
It's true.
Also, lastly, let's try to be less judgmental ourselves. Instead of judging someone based on their appearance or choices, let's try to let's try to get to know them and understand their story. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like what I was. But you know what? I accept the judgment because we are who we are. You understand? I accept to judge someone, but I'm open for that judgment to be changed. You know what I'm saying?
To be changed.
Because then I see layers. Well, you know, if I can see layers to somebody, then I'm like, oh yeah, that's good. I like that because we have layers ourselves. You understand? So it's nice to see some kind of like-minded people. Yeah, okay. In conclusion, let's remember that judgmental people are just that, people. They have their own reasons for acting the way they do, and it's not our job to change them. What we can do is choose how we react and handle their behavior. Let's try to be understanding and kind towards others, and hopefully in return they will do the same. And if they don't, well, that's their loss, you know. Keep being true to yourself and don't let anyone's judgment bring you down. You know what I'm saying? We are amazing
100%.
whoever we are. You understand? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's that one. Yeah, you wanna?
I like that one still.
100%. I had another interesting one.
Go on.
What was that? It's the bloody same. Hold on. I had another interesting one. Yeah. Oh no! All right, maybe yeah, we don't want to go into that no more. What time is it? 34. Yeah, it's another one. Yeah. Humans, right? We like to compete, don't we? Right? Even though we might not say we do, right? We like to compete with each other. You know what I'm saying? Look at our community for example. Yeah, our community is a serious community, a serious one with serious issues, serious problems, right? Because our competitiveness is so deep that it will stop us from working with each other. You understand? Which is fucking crazy. I lie.
It's true.
Which is crazy. Okay, so we have the desire to compete. On one side, we have team competition, and on the other, we have team cooperation. Okay, cooperation. As humans, we're wired. As humans, we're wired to strive for excellence. Yeah, competition brings out the best in us, pushing us to go beyond our limits and achieve great things. And fair enough, you know. Think about it. Without competition, would we have the same advancements in technology, medicine, or sports? Competition drives innovation and progress. But at what cost? The constant need to outdo others can lead to unhealthy levels of stress, anxiety, and even aggression. We often disregard the well-being of others in our own pursuit of winning. You know what I'm saying? Cooperation, on the other hand, promotes empathy, teamwork, and a sense of community. It's a win-win situation for everyone involved. But does that mean competition is all negative? It teaches us valuable life lessons such as resilience, determination, and the importance of hard work. It also fuels our competitive spirit, giving us a sense of purpose and accomplishment. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat is what makes life exciting. So, I remember you was telling me about the work. I'm trying to think back now. I'm trying to think back in when you told me certain thing where people where they were competing when that place where you was working at. Do you remember that last place you was working at? And they wanted to share certain things or didn't share certain things, which was kind of a competitive type thing where they just didn't want certain people to get to a certain level or something. Bad mind as well as competitive. Do you remember? You got any examples to go in with that old chap?
Competitive. Well, it's to go back like what you just said about that job that I had. And everyone was competing to basically get up the ladder in it. But it's like certain people, because they're on their own lane, they're in their own lane, they don't want to see you rise either in it, because they think in their head, if I do this and get far ahead of these people, basically, I'm going to get to where I need to before them in it, rather than everyone work together, we all rise together, and then, and then it's just the competitive nature in it. And then you've seen where different nationalities started. It was segregation in it. It was divide and segregate in it. And then you had the Romanians like segregated over there, the Polish people, you had the Indian people, then you had me as like one of the few black people that was there. And it's like, it was just the whole competitive nature in it. Everyone wanted to get their pat on the back, but it's like it was just competitive where it was just everyone for themselves, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
And then it just got to a stage where I just thought to myself, do you know what? I'm done with this, innit? Because I could just see where it was going, innit? And then you could just see, innit? You could just see the race thing started to come into it and certain things, and then they ask you to do certain things, and you're noticing they're asking you all the time to do it and nobody else in it. And it's like, at first you take it and you're like, yo, how come you're always asking me to do these things? And it's a competitive thing, isn't it? So it's like, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, or it's like some news thing. They're trying to get you to do all the heavy lifting things, and
yeah, it is.
Yeah, and then they can just sit back and do that thing. Yeah, no, taking the piss. All right.
Even
go on. No, go on.
Even sometimes, teacher, they put man on the heavy lifting thing, yeah, on the heavy lifting window where you got to go to the freezers and lift up some big rotted, like the heaviest thing there they had is like 20 kilos. It's like 20 kilograms in it. So I know that because when I go to the gym, there's a 20 kilogram plate it's not light. If you got to keep lifting that up above your head, it's gonna get to you after a while, isn't it? So it's like you. I'm not being rude, but they used to put some women on our window, so there'll be like 2 men, 2 women. These women don't look like they can lift they even look like they can lift the cotton bud rather than lift this big thing in it. So it's like the competitive thing again, because we're working in teams. So this is my team of 4. So every minute, oh, can you help me lift this? Can you help me lift that? And it's like, wait a minute, I need to do what I need to do as well, innit? Otherwise, I ain't gonna get certain bonuses and certain things in it. But it's the competitive nature again, where I would still help them because that's who I am, innit? I'll be like, all right, I help you, but you could have to like learn to lift these things yourself, or go to the management and tell them you can't lift these 20 kilogram things because you're not capable of doing it, innit? And it's just, I don't know. I don't know why they do half the things they do, but it's like it's a competitive nature again, isn't it? Because some groups, they had 4 men in a group, but in my group it would be 2 men, 2 women, and it's like we're not gonna get to complete everything if you keep helping certain people. You get it?
100%, sir. Well, while cooperation, while cooperation may not have the same adrenaline rush, it fosters a sense of togetherness and support. In a cooperative environment, we lift each other up instead of tearing each other down. It promotes a sense of belonging and a healthier mindset, leading to overall well-being. But let's not forget the benefits of healthy competition in our personal, professional lives. It brings out our best selves and helps us reach our full potential, which is definitely, because, steel sharpens steel, especially if you're looking to, if you meet somebody who's got like-minded brain like yours, and then you can bounce things off each other, it takes you to that next level. So that that thing of wanting to do better than that, he said something good or she said something good, let me think of something else now, I can think of something better, that kind of healthy competitiveness helps us reach our full potentials, right? Helps us reach our full potential. It teaches us to handle failure and setbacks gracefully, making us more resilient in the face of challenges. However, competition can also have negative effects on our mental health, especially when it becomes an obsession. The pressure to constantly outperform others can lead to self-doubt, low self-esteem, and even depression. Cooperation, on the other hand, promotes a sense of equality. Like for your work, you understand? Instead of always trying to fucking put the pressure on you to do all the things, heavy lifting or whatever, let's share it out. You would look at them a little bit, a lot better. Do you know what I mean? On the other hand, promotes a sense of equality and inclusivity, creating a more positive and supportive environment. Yeah, so there's valid arguments on both sides there. What about the evolution of competition? Is it ingrained in us, or is it learned behavior, It's a little bit of both, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of 50-50, I reckon.
It's a little bit of both, From an evolutionary standpoint, competition was necessary for survival, Going back, we competed for resources, partners, and territory. Still today, right? We still do that today, don't we?
Yeah, 100%.
But over time, it evolved into a societal norm, fueled by our desires to be the best. However, cooperation is also evident in our evolutionary history. It's what allowed us to thrive as a species. We banded together to protect ourselves from predators, gather food, and care for our young. It's a fundamental part of human nature. Yeah? So, what time is it? Yeah, it's a strange one, that is. It's something that's needed. It's something that we don't really want all the time, or different levels of it. We don't want to fucking keep going in on that every minute, because we want to just have a nice relaxing time, as well as a productive time. So like we just said, and you agreed, we have to find a fine balance that we all can accept, which is healthy, the competition. But, guaranteed, when you pick up that ball and you're going to play football, you know what I mean? Or you're playing pick up that racket and you're playing a tennis or you're playing a badminton or anything, you're going in. You want to win. And
the competitive nature does, yeah.
You're looking to take that person out. When you're going in the fucking office and you're looking to get that, you're looking at that 5 million, I've got a 5 million goal I need to get. This is how we need to get it. Let's do that. You do your job. You over there do your job. You understand? And push each other to do it. So, yeah. All right, sir. Right. I think you had something interesting to talk about, didn't you, old chap?
Which one? Which one?
Your bridge.
Why? I would.
Not really. Only joking. Yeah, you want to talk about your man? Your man's been all over. Not your man, but this guy's been all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, this guy. This guy.
This guy's been all over the place, and everyone's just jumping out. I don't know if Jaguar, she said something about this guy long time ago, and everybody was calling her a mad woman. Now oh shit, she knew.
And now everyone's listening, isn't it?
Yeah, so Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Bring it in, man. Bring it out. Bring it out in the front, man.
All right, you got this. What do you call him? He's a
Diddler.
he's a rapper. He is an ex-rapper. He's
a bad rapper at
what
that.
you
Sorry. Bad rapper.
Yeah, he owns his own record label. He's got his own clothing brand. He was the front face for Ciroc, the alcoholic drink, but they've obviously dropped him from the thing because of certain allegations that was made last year from the singer Cassie, or that if people didn't know, yeah, she was a singer. And obviously she said that my man used to like abuse her, make her get male escorts in, and basically watch her do sexual acts with, like, force her to do sexual acts with these male escorts and film it and just be a bag of madness in it. But because they were together, I believe they were together for like 16 years or something mad like that. So yeah, a long time. They had a long relationship. So obviously she signed something years ago saying she couldn't talk about it, but obviously she sued him last year and for some millions, and he ended up paying within 24 hours. He paid her some millions, and then nothing else has been said about that in it. And then obviously bare accusations has been made against him about him drugging people, and obviously last month is two of his houses got raided, and they're saying that they're saying what's the charges that he had again? Where is it? Lawsuits against the rapper began on the 16th of November 2023 when he was sued by singer and dancer Cassie, his former partner, who alleged years of abuse. What else is there? Obviously, it's like I said, his two houses got raided last month for some. They're saying he was running some sex ring. Like saying he's facing multiple civil lawsuits accusing him of sex trafficking, sexual abuse, and the R word in it. The R word in it. Federal agents with U.S. Homeland Security raided two of the rapper's houses in Los Angeles and Miami on the 25th of March as he faces a string of varying accusations. It says the 54-year-old has strongly denied all of the allegations against him. His attorneys have branded the lawsuits and their accusations as money grabs, baseless, and sickening. And then obviously there's other things that have come up about. You remember that Gene is bodyguard Gene? Yeah, he obviously, you remember that documentary, the Biggie and Tupac documentary that come out years ago, and obviously he was denying that he knew anything or knew anyone that was like part of the whole scandal. And now he's doing all these interviews now with Vlad TV and all of this, saying he's seen Diddy do this, he's seen him do that. He's a fruity guy and weird things. But I'm thinking, obviously, there's something weird in it, because it's like, how are you saying back then, over 20 years ago, that you didn't know anything about it? Now all of a sudden, every week you're doing an interview, and it's like you've turned on him now, isn't it? So I'm thinking, what, did he not pay you the money, or is it money you want? Or I don't get it, innit? I don't get it. But it's just a lot of, he's under it, and obviously Ciroc dropped him last year as well. So it's just a lot's been going on with this guy right now, and it's like there's a lot of people thinking he's not gonna come out on the other side. Um, there's people coming out saying that he's drugged them and he's like assaulted them, and these are men coming out and saying that he's obviously drugged them and assaulted them, and they've woke up in his bed and thought they don't remember getting there in it. But I don't know in it. I'm just saying it's a bit. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit iffy all this stuff that's going on.
What do you think, sir? Do you think there's any truth to them accusations at all?
I don't. At first, when I heard it last year, I thought to myself, it's just a money train, isn't it? Everyone's trying to get money out of him. But as what's that from November to now? So say the last 6 months, I'm starting to think there's a bit of truth to these allegations. I don't know if it's all of them, but I'm starting to think it's a bit. I don't know. He's just a bit. It's all a bit iffy, isn't it? Because if you why would you pay out this woman last year? And from he paid it out, I remember I did say you pay her out. A lot of other people are gonna want money as well, innit? Because you've just set a foundation. You come with a lawsuit, I'm gonna pay you off, and then other people are gonna be like, wait a minute, but you done this to me, or I could make up some shit, and I don't know, teacher, honestly.
See that woman, right, Cassie? She was together with him for what? How many years did he say?
16 years.
It's a lot of time. So she must have saw a lot of shit. You understand? So I could understand it a little bit of wanting to pay that off, because you don't want them shits to be aired out. You understand? You do not want everyone to know about that shit there. Definitely not. You don't want nobody to know. So you would pay it off. Okay, as for the other people coming up, you know, maybe they ain't got that 16 years inside it. But I don't know. Remember that guy? What was that guy? The actor. There was a big actor, that big man who got muscles, and he said Weinstein done something to him. Remember? Do you remember that actor? I forgot his name. He was in White Chicks though, yeah? He was the big black guy in White Chicks.
Oh, that Terry Crews, whatever his name was. Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah.
So remember he said that man done something to him, this madman, the producer, right? He said,
yeah.
Now to get up and you look at that guy, yeah, you look at that guy and you think, Older, you let this man, you know what I mean?
You let
this man do something to you. Look at you, and you let this man do something to you, or whatever he done, right? You'd think, hold on, you should just give him a slap or grip him up and just say, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
So you must think, all right, if you take that, so you must take the other side and think, for them to come up and say something like that, if you're a big, strong man like that, you're a big, strong looking man like that, and then you're going to say something like that. It's not easy, isn't it? That's not easy for you to come out and say that. And it's embarrassing, isn't it, as well? You know, macho society and all that bullshit, especially in hip-hop as well. Yeah, hip-hop is supposed to be, you know, everyone's supposed to be tough, G'd up and all that bullshit. So if you're going to turn around and say, you know what I'm saying? It must be, it must be some kind of, it can't be easy. So it's not the kind of thing you would want to jump up to. But yes, I understand, for money, people will do anything for money. But then if it's just bullshit, that got somebody drilling, if it's just bullshit, then what else? What can you do for just bullshit? You're not going to get nothing. Take me to court, I'm going to win that easy, you know what I mean?
Because you heard the thing about, have you heard about Little Rod?
No, what's that? Fishing? I don't know.
No, Little Rod, he's basically an artist that was on the record label back in the day, and in his most recent lawsuit against Diddy, filed on the 26th of February, just gone in New York, producer Rodney Little Rod Jones alleged he was subjected to unwanted advances by associates of Diddy at his direction, and that he was forced to engage in relations with the sex workers Coombs had hired. The producer who worked with Coombs between September 2022 and November 2023 claimed Coombs sexually harassed, drugged, and threatened him for more than a year. He said he has he says he has video and audio evidence of Coombs, his staff, and others engaging in serious illegal activity. The lawsuit identified rapper 50 Cent's former girlfriend and the mother of one of his children, Daphne Joy, as one of the sex workers. So it's, I don't know.
It's grimy. Shit's grimy. Doing them old school fucking, them old school tactics. Take you to a place, filming it, and then try to blackmail you. That's one
Blackmail
of the oldest
you with
tricks. Yeah, that's one of the oldest tricks around. We've been doing that to politicians for so many fucking years, and still doing that shit. Naughty stuff, mate. Naughty stuff.
It's just, I just look at it and think, you know what? Obviously, we all used to listen to this guy growing up, innit? Or not him particularly, because he wasn't a good rapper, but the artists that he did put on with, you got Mace, Big, you had what's D Block's name that they Craig Mack,
you had the
yeah,
Locks,
you had
Locks.
the Locks, that's it, that's what D Block's name was, the Lock. You had Black Rob obviously he come out with a couple singles and then obviously never heard from him again. And it's like, it's just, to me, it's hard to hear these things because it's like, you just look at it and be like, are any of these people actually genuine? Like, it's like, there's a lot of shit where you look at and be like, bruv, are they all on this thing? Because I know they're saying, I don't know how true it is, that Jay-Z's next on the radar and there's these people and it's all to do with this Epstein thing and all this, and it's all yeah, I mean, it's all mad. And you got Mace has got his pod that he does with Cameron, and Cameron was saying one time he went round to link Mace back in the day round Diddy's yard, and they're all seeing all strap-ons and stuff around the yard, and Cameron said to Mace, like, what's this about? And then Mace said to him, oh, that's Diddy, innit? He just buys those stuff, innit? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, strange. And you know what? I don't know, man. All I know is back in Black Rob, he robbed him. He didn't give him his royalties and stuff like that. Craig Mack, he done the same thing to Craig Mack. Remember the Locks? I remember they wanted to get them off. They wanted to be out of their contract and he didn't want them out. You remember that?
He wouldn't let them go. Yeah, I remember when they were on the radio as well, and they did a radio thing and they called up Diddy on the radio live. And Diddy was like, we'll come down to the office now, innit? And I'll give you your freedom or whatever. And they're like, nah, it's too late now, innit? We wanted that years ago and you wouldn't like let us leave, innit? You wouldn't give us our things and let us leave, innit? You kept us signed to Bad Boy, even though we wanted to leave, but you were like, nah, you basically ain't going nowhere because I want to keep all the royalties, innit?
So yeah, I mean, the guy, look, to do something like that, you've got to be some different level, yeah? I mean, the fact is you're always going to make money, right? So it doesn't really matter, yeah? You don't need to hold people's, their masters or whatever it is, you don't need to hold their thing and let them eat from the shit that they've done themselves. So you didn't do shit, did you? You didn't. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. But I do know once you get the taste and you go and you taste something, you don't like to go down. You always go up. You understand? And then it's the next thing, and then it's the next thing. Then yeah, who knows, mate? Who knows? But let's see justice served, right?
100%. 100%. It's just non-stop, innit? It's like every week you're hearing something else come out and someone else is coming forward that, and it's not just some average Joe, it's someone in the limelight when you're like, oh, raw, it's like what you said, raw, you let him do that to you, what? And you didn't, like, what? You just, like, obviously you could get drugged, innit? You could drink a drink and get, but it's like, I don't know, innit? Because I've never been in that situation and hopefully I never am in it, but it's like you said, even with Terry Crews, it's like, what, you're you're just them big for nothing man, them innit? You just what? You just let the man do that to you?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's a big guy and shouldn't be doing none of that stuff, letting people do that to you. But anyway, it's another thing because the other side
That's
is
another, yeah.
the other side is that's like you go to your he's holding the key, you know them. They're the key holders, isn't it? They're the fucking key holders, and that's what he was doing as well. It's like if you don't do what they're doing, your career is fucked. You understand? So it's like you want to have a career, right? You want to have a career, but then so yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I'll just knock them out. I'll just knock them out and then do another career. You understand? Try another fucking
100%.
Because obviously that's not the career for me. You know what I'm saying? But listen,
100%.
skills is skills. Skills is skills. Sorry, skills is skills. So it doesn't. For me, it doesn't even matter if they don't give you an opportunity. You'll get another opportunity if
somewhere else.
Yeah, if you trust your skill and you think you got skills, it doesn't really matter where you go because you'll always shine. You know what I'm saying? Go on, sir.
I hear that. But he was just, and it's not just him. Obviously, other people, it's coming to light. That's like what you said. Other people do that, innit? They do these things. They catch it on videotape and they try and bribe you. It's what they said. Whack 100 and Big U did do to Nipsey Hussle. They made that basically. He went to some motel, whatever they call it in America. He's obviously done some sexual acts with some woman, or I think they're trying to say now it wasn't even a woman. It was one of them transformer woman there. And then obviously they had the videotape in it, and they were bribing Nip and saying, "Look, we've got this video evidence. So it's either you give us money when we need, where you pay us this amount, and you can have the video footage. If not, basically we're gonna release that you're a funny man and you done this with this." Basically, they are set him up, but it's the oldest trick in the book, innit? You go at me, but they set him up, innit? But that it's going at me. They all do it, man. They all do it to try and further their career, money wise, innit?
100%, and it's the oldest trick in the book, but it only works if you do it. You understand?
If you fall into
it
the
won't
trap.
work if you don't if you don't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? And just like anyway, fuck that shit because that's a horrible. They're horrible for squeezing the neck of the industry, and you have to go through that fucking all through that bullshit just to try and get for them to please themselves. That's what they're doing. They're just doing it for themselves, their own selfish needs, and holding it to ransom that you want a career in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Disgusting, mate. Disgusting. I didn't expect that from that people. You know what I'm saying? But
100%.
when you look at the lock stuff and the locks and the Black Rob, the guy was and you know what? It's always these people like these, psychopathic people that always fucking have to. They get far, they get far, you see them up in town in the financial jobs and all that stuff because they're cutthroat and crazy and they don't give a fuck about nothing else and everything's all about the money, you know what I'm saying?
Money.
Crazy fuckers. Kemas, what more, my friend? What more?
R.I.P. OJ.
Oh yes, the juice.
The juice.
Yeah, respect.
It's the juice.
R.I.P. Some people might not accept that because
I was just about to say that. Some people may be like, "What's he saying?" Well, fuck. Some people might be like, "No, nah," but you know what? R.I.P. OJ, man.
R.I.P. OJ, yeah, because they got him acquitted. Whether he had money to pay it off or not. The fact is, a lot of people get off. A lot of people got money to get off. So are they all guilty? You know what I'm saying? And are we holding them like that? So, R.I.P. to the brother. I ain't even going to say when we're coming back on because it seems like it's all over the joint. You know what I mean? But I would love to do another one this weekend. You understand? Sunday. I would like to do Sunday, but it's going to be early times now. I think we're good for the early times because the evening times is not working. Life.
It's not. Life just takes you, isn't it?
Life takes over, and it's got to be done. So, with that being said, respect, brother. Nice session. Yeah.
Nice catching up with you, man.
Nice catching up, and
the people listening as well. Nice catching up with you people as well, man.
Nice catching up, and let's hope we'll see it on Sunday. But this time we're gonna thing it. This one we didn't advertise nothing. We didn't let nobody know it's coming out. Just go and check it on the thing, and you'll see that there's a new one. And maybe for this Sunday we'll do that. We will do that. I don't know. But anyway, blessings everyone. Respect, and we out.
Blessings.